everybody, welcome to my interdisciplinary art lesson. Today I will be teaching you a little art lesson that involves math subjects relating to number patterns, sequences. My art lesson is inspired by the Fibonacci spiral, or the golden spiral, the golden ratio, the golden sequence, the golden rectangle, the golden mean, golden section. I remembered learning about the golden spiral in school, and it changed my life in the way that I looked at things. So essentially, the golden ratio is this pleasing proportion that's found in nature. You might have seen it. This is what it looks like. Essentially, how you find the golden sequence numbers is you have your first number and you just add it to your second number, and then it keeps growing and creates a spiral that looks like this. When we learned about the golden spiral, we were told how it can be seen almost everywhere in nature, like spiral galaxies, hurricanes, and plenty of plants. The nautilus shell is like the most well-known example, and also in humans' faces and symmetry in your nose and your eyes and your ears. So it can be seen everywhere. This also ties a lot into art history, as plenty of architects and artists in the Renaissance, including Da Vinci and Piet Mondrian, really enjoyed using the golden section or the golden spiral in their works. After teaching students about the Fibonacci spiral or the golden rectangle, they could maybe start seeing this ratio around them in their everyday life, like I did with my cat, Ivory. We are going to be creating some geometric patterned art, which looks like this at the end. After plenty of experimentation with this project, I found that one method that you can approach this is by using a table of values and having an algebraic equation express your art. Or what you can do is just choose a sequence of numbers and go off of that. But I found that the most effective was to just choose 3 numbers, like up here. Now, this lesson is very discovery-based or inquiry-based. Before your students create a pattern that they enjoy, they'll probably create numerous patterns with different number sequences. So let them explore, have them trade number patterns or number sequences with their classmates, and have them drawing out different shapes to see which ones that they enjoy. I'll be doing a demonstration of what this spiral art is going to look like with the number sequence 5, 3, 4. So you're going to start somewhere in the middle of the page, and you are going to start by drawing up, then right, down, and left. So you're going to create your own little rectangle or your own little spiral, and you're just going to follow your numbers. So we'll start by drawing up 5 squares, then we'll go right with 3, down with 4, and then repeat, going left with 5, up with 3, right with 4. And it's going to look something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, our shape came together and created this spiral of 4 rectangles going around. After plenty of experimentation, say students come and find this pattern and they really enjoy it, but they want to add more to their piece. What they can do is isolate each of the shapes. So we have one rectangle here, one here, one here, and one here. They could redraw and add to their pattern based on their already found knowledge of what this pattern looks like. Here I added a second, and I just added a third. As students create their shapes, I would ask them to have their number sequence written down and write a little note of how many times they repeated this number sequence pattern. Because from here, we have added on to our base shape, and what students can do also to add more freedom is they could start drawing other lines and other connections within their pattern. So creating more shapes with like triangles or circles, totally up to them. Students can now color in their geometric shapes however they want. And here is our finished pattern. A couple more notes on this project. An idea of what you can do with this after is you can change the scale of your students' projects, and they can do some more equations to make their shapes bigger, and they could paint them on a canvas rather than just having them as a little doodle in their notebook. Another quick note I should mention is that since we are dealing with the randomization of geometric shapes and lines, there are a few number sequences that can create not wanted shapes, as in not peaceful symbols. So make sure you have a conversation with your students about that before you get into creating. So if they do come across a shape that isn't wanted or not wanting to display, you already had a conversation with them beforehand and why they shouldn't be having that shape. I hope you all really enjoyed this art lesson. I believe that this type of lesson and the blending of creativity with mathematical concepts can help students have more appreciation for the subject of math and be more excited when they can see math present in their real world and historically, and how it was used for creative and architectural purposes. Thank you. Hi, everybody.